It's the Pimps, Players, and Hustlers Fantasy Football League, week number 4, Commissioner Message. It's your boy Lump Dog. I'm back at it again. Man, some crazy stuff happened in the league this week. Let's just jump right into it, man. We had a trade go down on Sunday morning where the old man, Papa's Rat Pack, messed up and countered unregistered sex offenders' trade offer to him by offering them the exact same trade. It was accepted, and I stayed consistent with my commissioning skills. Just to I know it was an unfair trade, and for all of those out there that are in the league, it was Dustin Keller and Mike Tolbert for Darren McFadden, and the old man made a mistake because he's not very smart with the computer, but we made him pay that mistake with pretty much his best player. We'll kind of left it to the guy, unregistered sex offender's owner, to make it right. If he wanted to keep the player, then that's on him, and he has to live with that on his conscience. But we found out he has no conscience, and he kept the player. I figured he would do the right thing, step to the plate, be the bigger person, and give the player back. He tries to compare it to my unfair trade in the beginning, and it was an unfair trade, but it's totally different. I traded away Lee Evans and C.J. Speller to the old man for Des Bryant. As much as the old man says that I hit him back with the trade 10 times or whatever it is over-exaggeration, I sent it to him one time, he accepted. He obviously doesn't understand how to do trades. I think I'm going to have to do a training session with him on the website to show him how you reject trades, how you accept trades, and how you counter trades, because he doesn't seem to know how to do either of them, because he obviously traded away Darren McFadden for a free agent tight end in Keller, and Tolbert, who did absolutely nothing and seems to be getting phased out a little bit in the offense, and they seem to be leaning on Ryan Matthews a little bit more, as you can tell by the last 2 weeks in Matthews' production compared to Tolbert's production. And so that's really all I got to say about it. Our rules, again, to everyone, doesn't allow me to deny trades unless there's some sort of collusion. I guess looking back on it, I could have denied it because Luke did send a private message to another owner saying he was quitting, and what does he care? So I guess on those terms, I could have denied the trade. But again, as I said before, there really are no rules on trades. I do have to approve all trades as long as they're accepted by players. People already in the past did not want the commissioner to be giving his opinion on people's trades and denying or accepting based on my opinion. And so with that power taken from me, I pushed the trade through. And again, it is what it is. It can't be changed now. So, but just want to make the point that there was a big difference between my trade, where the old man hit the accept button. He didn't come back and say, oh, I messed up, I hit the wrong button, I meant to deny that trade. He says that he fucked up by accepting the trade, and that's his bad, and that's on his fault. But when he came back on URSO's trade for McFadden, he clearly stated that he didn't mean to do it. He rejected it and tried to counter it, and countered it with the same offer that he rejected. So I don't understand how we can overcome this problem in the future, if there is going to be a future of this league, because it seems to be really upsetting a lot of people. But hopefully maybe next year we can get some people, or get our heads together and get a rule passed where maybe I call both parties before pushing a trade through, just to make sure that each person wants that trade and meant to offer that trade up, because obviously we have some people don't understand what they're doing. Well, that's fine. Again, it is what it is. I'd like to call Britt the dumbass out. I mean, Jesus Christ, you haven't paid one dime into the league and you're talking about quitting? Are you serious, dude? Why don't you get paid first, then talk about quitting? And then I love how he put us on the message board. This reminds me of talking with my kid. He says that he doesn't want to, that the league's, he's quitting the league because of the lack of leadership and the responsibilityness. I don't think that's even a word. So the guy isn't really working with a full deck upstairs. He's a little crazy. He's pretty stupid, shit for brains kind of guy. We do call him Bitch Titty Brit in the league, so it supposedly has huge man boobs. But this guy is ridiculous. I mean, for him to not pay one dime on full credit into this league and talk about he's quitting, and at the end of the year, of course, I think it has more to do with not the lack of leadership, because this league has run for 12 years, and you can't have anything for 12 years without some sort of leadership. The lack of responsibilityness, whatever that's supposed to mean. I understand that trades can upset people, and people don't have different opinions on trades. But again, you guys taken that power out of me, from me, to deny trades. It's happened in the past where you guys have said you don't want me making that, as I stated before, making that decision. So I have to push through all trades. Now, granted, it was an unfair trade, as I mentioned before, but it's a totally different situation, as I stated before. One person hit accept, the other, meaning the next time he said he hit the wrong button or didn't mean to do it. So I don't understand why Britt can't understand this, why this is so hard for him to get his head around and just move on, turn the page. But whatever, if he's out, he's out. But I still think he needs to make a payment and get even before he starts talking about quitting, especially since we're all fronting him for, being such lack of leadership. Funny how you're in the league without paying any money. I think that shows a lot of leadership to allow everyone to get you in on a credit. We all know you're good for it, but I mean, you're really kind of upsetting a little bit of the balance of the league by not being unlocked, so you can't pick up free agents. I'm sure you would have picked up somebody by now if you were able to, but since you're 0-3 and you can't seem to win a game, and I think it has more to do with your fantasy skills that you're quitting than any other reason, or that maybe Luke has talked you into it. So it is what it is. So I'm just going to get into these games real quick. I'm just going to go through the rundown here. In the first game, we had the Collar Poppin' Pips take out Patty's Playboys 128-102. My team was led by Matt Schaub with 52, McCoy with 20, the Cowboys D with 18. Patty's Playboys, another team that's running on full credit, not made one payment, and I don't see any payment coming to him. He thinks he's probably going to wait till the Super Bowl before he can make a payment in. But his team was led by Megatron with 23, Stevie Johnson with 15, and then McNabb with 28. It's getting real ugly, and it's looking 0-4 in the face. And the more games he loses with no payment, the less I think we have a chance of getting any type of payment out of Patty's Playboys. But hopefully he doesn't fuck us. Sac Valley Players in the next game lost to Weedos 99-123. Sac Valley Players was led by Matt Ryan with 31, Roddy White with 15, and then Rackers with 15. The Weedos, or should I say the Bradys, led by Tom Brady with 50, Jimmy Graham with 17, Sproles, which I think has been kind of a surprise. I didn't think he would be a good number 2 running back, and he definitely has been stepping up, giving some production in that second running back spot for the Weedos or the Bradys. We got him 14 this week, and then the Steelers D showed up with 17. Next game is the egregious URSOs who like to fuck people out of their own players, taking the win over the 289ers 120-80. USRO led by Fitzmagic there with 42. That's Fitzpatrick, by the way. McFadden with 31. Jesus, he shouldn't even have him. Ray Rice with 16 and Dwayne Bowe with 12. I guess the fantasy gods did give us a little bit of satisfaction with taking away Kenny Britt for the season off URSO's team. So that's karma biting him in the ass. 289ers only scored 80, so not led by much. Breeze with 53, and then the Bears with 10. So not much production on his team. Then we got Britt's a dumbass, 88 to the Mollywops, 105. Britt's a dumbass got Vic 17, Olsen with 13, McGahee with 11, left Ryan Matthews on the bench with 26, and the Packers D with 15. The Mollywoppers led by Stafford with 49, and then MJD with 17. I can't remember the last time actually the Mollywoppers have scored under 110 points. It's been quite a while since then. I would have to go back and look, but I really can't remember when that last time was. But he's looking at some injuries, and losing Jamal Charles is definitely taking a hit on him. In the next game, we had the weekly winner, the rookies, take out the Juggernauts 160 to 134. The rookies, led by Aaron Rodgers with 44, Fred Jackson with 21. Gronkowski, man, this guy is like the Antonio Gates of tight ends this year. I mean, I knew he was going to be, solid, but I didn't think he was going to be fucking this good. But 23 points this week. His kicker comes through Hansen, 17. Oh my God, almost 20 points from his kicker. Ravens D with 26, and he scored 116, took that weekly. The Juggernauts led by Ahmad Bradshaw with 19. Welker, of course, showing up with the big 38 points, and then AP with 14. Tony Romo coming back from that injury a little bit, only 22 points. I'm sure he'll get better now as that rib and his injuries get better. And then in the last game, we had the Papa's Rat Pack lose to the A-Team 85 to 136. Papa's Rat Pack's team has kind of been decimated now between my unfair trade and Duke's total ass raping of them. So really only had Wallace with 23 and Daniels with 13. A-Team led by Roethlisberger with 36. Thomas with 17. Finley with the 3 touchdowns, 26. And the Cardinals defense, 17. Do want to give a big shout out to Papa's Rat Pack, though. I mean, after getting screwed like that 2 times, for him to still be participating, picking up free agents, shows that he's a bigger man than some of the other guys out here, like Britt, who's quitting, and it's only week 3 or whatever it was at the time that he posted that up on the boards. We'll see if he really stays through with it. Guy really does talk a lot of shit that he doesn't follow through on. We'll see if he follows through with actually quitting. But so shout out to Papa's Rat Pack for staying in the game. I understand it's going to be a hard season for you, but it's a learning lesson. And again, man, I'm going to do a little training session with you and show you how to actually do a real rejecting counter, and how you can actually see your trades out there that you've actually proposed, so you can review them and actually withdraw them if you don't feel like those are the actual trade, if someone actually accepted it, to take it away. All right, so that's pretty much everything that's going on in the league this week. It's week 4. We really don't have anybody that's separated themselves except for the rookies. Is the only undefeated team left at 3-0. We'll see if someone can give him his first loss of the season. Someone can maybe knock him out, hopefully. But good luck to everyone in week 4. I hope none of these trades that have gone down has ruined it for anyone. Just remember, it's a long season. It's only week 4. There's going to be a lot of changes, injuries, a lot of free agents that will start to emerge as viable options in your lineup. So don't forget, bye weeks start next week, week 5. So definitely make sure your lineups are legit and you have your bye weeks covered. And we definitely don't want to be giving out any free wins, because that's definitely unacceptable. So see y'all next week, man. Lump Dog out.
Smoke weed every day.